This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Hi, this is Michael Hansen, brought to you by the Glazov Gang. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to show you how my movies have just proved that freedom of speech is truly dead in America. 2 years ago, I went to Europe to document the effects of mass migration and how both big tech and European governments are censoring people from talking about it.
And I fucking wish I brought my helmet.
A screening in Denmark was a no-go because of Antifa and radical Muslims. So we decided to premiere the film in the most harmless place in the world, Canada. However, Antifa and local Ottawa politicians rallied to try and get the screening cancelled.
So what in that movie do you think was racist?
Fuck you.
No. It's a legit question.
Fuck off.
No. But guy, if you saw the film, you know, I interviewed rape victims from Rotherham and stuff like that. Is that hate? They were rape victims.
Thanks to Trudeau, Canada is now like Europe, and the screening was cancelled. Now, we then decided to host a speaking event to talk about the cancellation, but that got cancelled as well. Apparently, I was not only not allowed to screen Killing Europe, I was not even allowed to talk about the cancellation of the screening. There were those who even contemplating on bringing a so-called human rights complaint against me.
But context is important here, right? Like, is context not...
Yes.
Is it not important to look at the context and say that there's... You know, that these are not ideas that people are unfamiliar with, right? Like the idea of like the rape gang discussion, it's not an idea that people haven't seen before in some way.
But let me ask you, what's so bad about that discussion?
Well, you can't have that discussion in Europe or Canada. But what is shocking is that apparently you can no longer have that debate in America either. 2 weeks ago, my movie was taken down by Amazon. But why would they take it down after hosting the movie for 2 years? They claimed it was because of customer feedback, the same customers that had given the movie 5 out of 5 stars. Now, there is another explanation. I just released the movie Killing Free Speech to the public, which highlights how free speech is under pressure in this country. Breitbart covered the movie in 3 articles and mentioned Killing Europe as well. Right after that, Amazon takes down Killing Europe. Breitbart goes on to feature an article about Amazon banning the movie, and in this article they link to the Killing Europe version still available on YouTube. 2 days later, YouTube takes down the movie stating hate speech violations.
I found her on a field and he were abusing her. So I actually witnessed it. I witnessed him forcing her to give him oral sex.
And you say they as in plural, as in a lot of people? Or?
But the most that I've been told about was a young woman that was taken to a flat and she stopped counting at 36.
What? 30?
6 adults, yeah, in one night. They actually then got a warrant, went in, and found something like, I think it was 42 samples of sperm from the ceiling, the walls, do you know what I mean, different DNA samples.
This wasn't a problem a year ago, but all of a sudden it's a problem, right after the release of Killing Free Speech.
Once they make it a fait accompli, that once they accomplish the goal of branding one of your films as, you know, some kind of white hate speech, which obviously it's not, then they'll just be able to say anything by you goes right into the forbidden section. Anything. So you'll be tarred completely up, down, and sideways.
Tarred they did. After U.S. Border Patrol hosted a screening of Killing Free Speech, the media came out with these headlines. Border Patrol Union endorses extremist movie. Border Patrol agents attend private screening of white nationalist film. A little ironic considering the event organizer was at the time Border Patrol agent Terrence Schick, who happens to be African American. These articles claim that the movie features white nationalists.
Are you one of those white supremacists they're talking about?
Yeah, watch out for him.
Yeah, right.
I'm not even really paying attention to them really so much. I'm just a little bit.
Just don't turn into white supremacists.
How do you view these guys as Nazis, fascists?
White nationalists.
White nationalists? What about the people who are not white in there? What do you say to that? How do you explain that one?
Oh man.
No?
As you can see, Antifa and mainstream media do the same thing. They try to paint you as an extremist so as to demonize, isolate, and silence you. I didn't interview white nationalists, but I did interview Antifa, so maybe the title should have been Border Patrol Agents Attend Private Screening of Antifa Film. As ridiculous as these articles were, sadly the media smear campaign worked.
Yeah, I'm getting hit from both sides as far as the endorsement. I think they are trying to get through the midterms too. Dems who we support are being penalized for supporting us because we endorsed your movie. It's interesting listening to the two sides complaining about our screening, contrary to and missing the point of the movie.
That's how effective these fake news articles were. The smear campaign did what it intended to do, make an example of Border Patrol and the publicity nightmare you could face if you dared to screen the movie. As Terrence stated, they are all missing the point of the movie. This movie is about free speech, and ironically, they're trying to shut it down. In light of this, we tried to get the movie screened at Capitol Hill. We contacted Congressman Gohmert's office, but got this back.
There's really no place to screen a film on the Hill. Speaker controls the theaters, and she will not in a million years allow something like this.
Can it really be that because Pelosi and the Democrats control the House, we cannot get a movie about free speech screened at Capitol Hill? This is America, not Canada and not Europe. We're supposed to have free speech. So why is it that they're working so hard to shut my movies down?
I don't think that they want to accept the fact that a border wall is going to enhance border security, because quite frankly, I don't think they believe in border security.
This has everything to do with the election, and the last thing they want is a movie like this getting traction with the public. Now, Killing Free Speech Part 2 is being revised and coming out in October. We're also planning on doing several screenings at universities across the country. Let's see what happens. And I challenge every congressman who still believes in free speech to get this movie screened at Capitol Hill. See you in October. Please go to killingfreespeech.com and watch Killing Free Speech. Spread it far and wide. And also, if you want to go old school, buy the DVDs, because Killing Europe, as you can see, is no longer available online. Also, please support the Glazov Gang at jamieglazow.com and subscribe to the YouTube channel.